The Cromer Skatepark campaign began in early 2012 when a group of kids started to use North Lodge Park, a children's play area, as a place to skate. The group using this place had started to grow, and because of that the demand for a skate park in Cromer was beginning to increase.
I decided to start using North Lodge Park because all my friends were there, and at the time it was the closest thing we had to a skate park, and we all had so much fun down there. So we had a few quarter pipes, we had a spine, a box and a mini fun box as well, and they were all really unsafe to the point where I actually fell straight through a ramp on the scooter. But however, Andy, who was in charge of the committee once, he used to come down a couple of times a week and just fix the ramps and patch up all the holes so it's safe to use the ride again.
It was good because it was quite central, so if you were walking into town or something you could walk past North Lodge Park and you could see the kids all on their skateboards and BMXs and just getting up to things. So you knew where they were and knew what they were up to, and that was really good. It was always a bit of a worry that my sons were down at North Lodge Park because lots of the ramps were sort of quite homemade and the boys changed them quite a lot for a bit more challenge, and they looked sort of a bit dodgy at times. Also, we knew that there was no insurance down there, so if somebody did have an awful accident, there was the worry that where would the money come from if somebody had to have some medical care or something like that. So that was always on our minds, but it was just it was always quite scary.
So when all the ramps were taken away from us, we were all really annoyed, but at the same time we all thought it was a good idea, as it was just waiting for an accident to occur.
And that was it. We were right back where we started, stuck in a town without a skate park yet again. Except this time we had a group who were focused on raising money for a legitimate skate park. The committee, which at this point was formed of about 20 of us who would attend meetings monthly.
Our main role for the committee was basically just to put across a good image for the users of the skate park. We'd always go to fundraising events to help out, make the people of the town realise that we're the people that are going to be using the skate park.
We were making the paper one fundraising event at a time. People were actually interested in helping. Local and larger businesses were donating to our cause, but we were still left with nowhere to go. That was until we found an empty amusement park on Cromer's Promenade that had been forced to be closed down earlier that year due to storms damaging the rides. We were able to make ramps out of anything that was destroyed in the storm. However, nothing was built properly and this made it more unsafe than North Lodge Park. We even found a tank full of helium that could have been harmful to anybody that used it.
My last memory from going down the Cromer skate park, well, what you could call the skate park, we were down there just doing our normal thing, doing our riding. Promenade work was being done, and I think a couple of the blokes came over and had a word. Bit of a heated debate, I suppose. Yeah, they weren't too happy because it's private property that we were riding on. So rightfully we were in the wrong, but at the time we were willing to stand our ground. Next thing we knew, police were called, they came down. We tried to fight our corner, but we didn't really have much hope. We left, we got kicked off, and that was really it. That's the last memory I have from down there.
We were back on the streets and had decided that there was no point trying to create another temporary skate park because it would just be shut down again. By 2014 a result was starting to feel realistic. We had raised over 30 grand and still had more coming, but we were still £120,000 away from our goal of 150,000, and the time it was taking had led people to stop riding and lose interest in their sports. However, we had not lost interest. We wanted to keep going until we had a skate park that we could use every day. Later in 2014, we received our first grant from Sport England, which was £50,000. We knew we were getting closer, and so we continued to fundraise. We even started to look at possible designs of the skate park so that we could get an idea of what we were going to have.
Yeah, we had the majority of the say of the final design, I'd say. I mean, Maverick were one of 3 companies that came to us and discussed ideas for what would be best for us. But the only people that came down to the skate park meetings were the BMXers, and we were the young ones that put across our input, told them what we'd like, and they did the best job they could do.
We later received 25 grand from Norfolk Combs and a further 18 grand from Hillel Friedman, whose wife's dying wish was that her will would be put towards a skate park for Cromer. We reached our goal of £150,000 by 2015 and work on the skate park began in mid-April. By June, the skate park had been built and was open for public use.
We're just on a high.